Welcome to the Goalbusters Expert Peak Productivity Tips podcast, where top business experts get just 7 minutes to answer 5 rapid-fire questions about what they do and how they stay productive. Each episode is packed with actionable insights to help boost your efficiency and achieve your goals. Let's dive in and unlock the secrets to peak performance. Well, hello everybody. My name is Robin J. Emden, and I am the author and creator of the Get Resultsology system and a dedicated accountability coach. My mission is to empower solopreneurs to unlock their true potential, boost their income, and achieve extraordinary success by maximizing productivity, streamlining their businesses, and aligning their goals with their authentic vision and purpose. If you're ready to turn ambition into action and transform your goals into reality, you're in exactly the right place. And I'm delighted to tell you that my guest expert today is Karen Yankovich. Karen is a renowned LinkedIn strategist, business consultant, and speaker, serving as the CEO of Uplevel Media, LLC, with over 30 years of experience in information technology, marketing, and customer relationships. Karen specializes in helping entrepreneurs and businesses leverage LinkedIn for profitable growth. Karen is also the host of the Good Girls Get Rich podcast, where she shares insights on combining smart business practices with relationship-based marketing. Karen, welcome to Goalbusters.
I am so excited to be here, Robin. Thanks so much for having me.
You're very welcome indeed, and I'm very excited to hear what you have to say today. Whereabouts in the world are you, Karen?
I am in New Jersey, right outside of New York City. Jersey girl, born and raised.
Fantastic. Okay, so it's early afternoon where you are, and it's early evening for me. It's just starting to get dark here, so I'll let you know what's going to happen after the podcast.
Okay.
Shall we do the questions?
Let's go.
Okay, so let's start the clock. And there it goes. Karen, please, could you tell us who is your ideal client?
You know, primarily I work with women, although I don't really care what your body parts or how you identify. I mostly want women to feel more included in LinkedIn strategy. I think that women they feel like it's very left-brained and not as much fun as some of the other platforms. So I mostly work with women, and mostly they're in transition. That, you know, like you maybe you're leaving corporate and you're going out on your own, right? Or maybe it's just time to level up. You've been a coach for a while and it's time to, you've heard you want to be a 6-figure coach, and then you realize that's really not enough money, right? Like, so you want to take it up a notch, right? So that's really who I specialize with, people that are ready to dive in and really own their expertise and start to really create wealth for themselves and for their clients and for their families.
Okay, perfect. And I imagine watching the news at the moment, there's a lot of people transitioning between careers at the moment.
I think so. I think
absolutely. So, okay, so you've mentioned it already, but could you expand, please, a little bit on what is the problem or problems that you solve?
Yeah. So often these people that are moving into a new career or a new place in their life, they feel a little bit like an imposter, right? They've been doing this work for 20 years maybe, but they've never actually had the title consultant before, or board member of a board of directors, right? So they undercharge or they undersell themselves because they feel like they're new, even though they've been doing it for so many years. So that's the biggest problem. I help them understand that they can take the leap, focus on the higher ticket opportunities, not 100 people for $1,000, but $100,000 contract. Really understand that they can flip that on its head and start off from the place that they kind of stepped off from, instead of feeling like they had to start back at the beginning again.
Okay, that sounds very exciting, and absolutely, you hit the nail on the head there, what's needed. Thank you so much. So then question 3, moving on, is what is one valuable free action that our audience can implement that will help them to solve this problem for themselves?
You know what? You got to do your LinkedIn profile. You've got to create a LinkedIn profile that positions you as if you're peers with the most influential people in your industry. You've got to do it in a way that helps you show up with credibility. That's people are buying your credibility, not necessarily your features and benefits. They want somebody that they believe is going to help them take action, right? So they need to know that you are that you are worthy of their investment. And your LinkedIn profile is where that happens.
Okay, well, if you'll excuse me, I'm just off to go and do mine right now.
Please
Thank you.
do. Please do. Let me know if you need help.
I certainly will. All right, thank you. So now we have a better understanding of what you do, Karen. Let's dive into goal busting, focusing on how to maximize productive time to achieve business goals. So could you share any tips or advice for someone looking to improve their productivity habits, please?
Yeah. I want you to focus on your money tree, right? Where is the money coming from? And as entrepreneurs, we have to-do lists that include things like call the bookkeeper, order more paper for the printer, right? We have a million things on our to-do list, and we have to do those things, right? I'm not saying we don't have to do those things. Prioritize what makes you money. Prioritize, if I ask 100 people, where did your biggest contract or client come from? 99 out of 100 times they say it was a referral, right? So who are you talking to this week? Who's on your calendar? Who are you networking with? And especially in this crazy business market we're in right now, people are buying from other people. They're not necessarily buying from your Facebook ads anymore. I'm not saying don't do those ads. It's great to bring more people into your world, but your money, for most people I talk to, the money is coming from the relationships that they build. So what are your money tree? Look and see who can you reach out to? Who can you get on your calendar this week? Do those things first and then go out and order the printer paper. Focus on the higher ticket opportunities, because if you look at your calendar and you see it's empty, it's probably because 2 or 3 weeks ago you were busy doing busy work and not watering your money tree. And if you think about a plant, right? If you water it consistently, it stays healthy. If you overwater it, it doesn't like that. And if you don't water it enough, then it takes so much more work to bring it back to life. So just be consistent. Couple times a week, post on LinkedIn, do some outreach, and then go do all the other things. But do that first.
Yeah, I remember when I was studying for my home-based degree, I went out to buy a printer and I had a lovely printer at a brilliant price. But I can't tell you how many hours I wasted just trying to find that printer. And if that had been a time when I was doing a business, how much money it had cost me, not in what it cost me to
Yes.
buy the printer, but in terms of income I was leaving
Yes.
on the table.
Yes.
Absolutely perfect.
Yes.
Thank you so much. So finally, and I always love this question, what should I have asked you today, Karen, that I didn't? And your answer, please.
Okay. So what you should have asked me is there one thing that I like to do, that I like to teach my clients how to do on LinkedIn that I think is different than many other people? And my answer to that is I think when you're when you're thinking about who those people are that are going to water your money tree for you, don't overlook publicity. Don't overlook the press. Don't overlook the podcast hosts, right? I'm talking to your audience now, Robin, and I'm going to share this with my audience. Guess what happens? We both have more credibility because I'm telling my audience, Robin's the guy, and you're telling your audience, you need to listen to Karen, right? So don't overlook publicity. If you have a favorite, in fact, share this podcast on your LinkedIn and tag both Robin and I, because it's a way to build relationships and serve us in a way that helps us, right? And think about that. Who are your local journalists that talk about what you do? Are you building relationships with them on LinkedIn? Who are the podcasts that you most listen to? Are you connecting with those hosts on LinkedIn? We love that. We, as people that put content out, we love when we build relationships with our audience, and our audience needs to be doing that more. And LinkedIn is where that happens in a way that's not pushy and pitchy and feeling kind of smarmy.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you. That was really insightful. And the it's now ringing in my ears. Money tree. Work on your money tree. I've got it. I've
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Just water
right.
it and then move on and do all the other stuff. Takes 2 minutes
Yes,
to water your money
absolutely.
tree.
It does indeed. Thank you. So, Karen, that was absolutely brilliant. I'm really excited about the content you've shared with us today. Hugely valuable in a very short space of time, just 7 minutes, as the clock has confirmed. Thank you so much. So now the next really important and important thing is, how can people reach you? And I always ask this question, and I always explain that it's quite cheeky, but I don't mind. Is there a valuable free resource they could get from you when they try to reach you as well?
Yes, yes, yes. So I'm at Karen Yankovich across all social media. So it's pretty hard not to find me. In fact, if you throw my name into Google, 10 or 20 pages come up because I take the advice I give other people and I go and I build relationships with journalists, right? So I do a lot of this kind of thing. So please, I would love for you to connect with me on LinkedIn. Tell me you heard me on this podcast, and I'm happy to support you in whatever way I can. But I recently came out with a free resource to help you do exactly what I just talked about, which is how do you start to build relationships with those journalists on LinkedIn. It's a checklist. It's the ultimate LinkedIn for PR checklist. It's completely free, and it just helps you when you're getting that credibility of the media. It helps you land those bigger ticket contracts, right? It just makes it easier for people to say yes to you. So if you go to linkedin4pr.com, you'll get to that checklist. It's completely free. And I would love for you to check it out. And, and again, if we're connected on LinkedIn, let me know what you think about it. Let me know if you've tried some of the techniques I share on it. It's pretty extensive, but if you do one or two things, I think you're going to get a lot of things out of it, a lot of good stuff out of it.
I'm really excited about that. And I personally am definitely going to go and check that out as soon as we've hung up from this call. That's really interesting and sounds hugely valuable. I'm certainly going to go and shake that money tree like crazy today.
Please do. Please do.
Karen, it's been an absolute pleasure. I knew it was going to be from the minute you logged on, and it has been. You've exceeded my expectations with the content that you've shared with us today. Thank you so much.
I love that. I'm so happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. So thank you, and bye-bye. Thanks for tuning in to Goalbusters. If you're enjoying it, please subscribe, rate and review it on your favourite podcast platform. Your support is very much appreciated. And if you're ready to boost your online profits, skyrocket your productivity, crush procrastination, and see a positive change in your bank balance, all within just 30 days, this is your opportunity. Take my free 5-day challenge at www.skyrocketyourproductivitychallenge.com.